Hey there, hi there, ho there. It's me, Bear, the Gen X GM. I'm here with this guy, GM Cody.
What's happening?
There we go. That's why I keep you around, man. It's that verboseness that you bring to the conversation. It's always awesome. Hey Per, hey KB, hey Michael Chad, and hey Longshot. So we're making a Palladium Fantasy character because I got to learn how to do this, right? So we got Cody is the resident expert. And I think we'll do that later. Let's do that later. We got the character sheet here from the Megaverse thingy. So, come on. There we go. Lots of stuff for us to see. And we're going to make a character. And Cody's got the book open in case we need to. Well, of course, we're going to need it. And if that's not an option, I've got a PDF that we can refer to as well. So, Cody. Let's not dance. Let's get into it. What's the first?
Yeah, let's get into it. So, first off, I wouldn't call myself an expert at Palladium, but this is basically my thought process to make really any kind of Palladium character. So we're making a Palladium fantasy character, but this applies pretty much to any of the Palladium games. Even though I would say Rifts is a little bit different beast, and maybe we can do a separate video on that because that's a lot more complicated, a lot more steps involved in that. Okay. But making Palladium fantasy character as presented in the book, the step-by-step is fucking horrible. I'm just going to go out and say it. You can follow that and you will come out with a character, but it's going to take you the roundabout way to do it. And this is my way to do it. So I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but this is how I wrote down my steps, how I do it, make a Palladium character in my head. So step one.
Yeah.
And anybody that's watching the rerun or whatever, you can just follow this step by step and you'll end up with a fully fleshed out Palladium fantasy character.
Woohoo!
So step one, what we're going to do is we're going to pick your character race.
Human.
Okay, human. Easy enough. So that's easy.
As Jim Kirk says, human. Anyway.
Yeah. So I will give page numbers too for anybody following along in a rerun or now. If you go to page 288, that is where the character races are.
288. There we go. Races. Humankind. My goodness, that's a wall of text. And there's my Amazon package, but you can leave it at the door. Okay.
So humans are the most straightforward. They don't have any special abilities or any weird stat modifiers or anything. But the reason I'm going to give reasoning too behind why I would go through step by step in all these. Race first, so you can roll up attributes because you have to determine what your race is to know what your dice are going to be for each attribute. And anything besides a human is going to be different besides just 3d6. A human is just 3d6 for everything.
Right.
So we're going to move to step 2 now. And step 2 is roll attributes.
Okay.
So by the book, you roll 3d. Yeah, there you go. You're going to roll 3 6-sided dice, just like an old school D&D for each attribute down the line. Now, of course, in a homebrew game, maybe this would be different. Your GM might have a different method of doing it. I typically like to do like 3 sets and then pick the best one. But, if we're just doing it by the book, which I think we are today, we'll just roll 3d6 down the line. And, of course, the special thing about the Palladium system is if you roll a 16 or better, you get to roll another d6 and add that to that total.
And if you get another 6 on that die, you have it.
Add it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Hungar. Hey, King Eric. Hey, Eli. Hey, Squirrel Hermit. Hey, everybody I missed. I'm rolling character stats. Here we go. IQ. So I got a goddamn neb reroll. It's in the goddamn thing. I'm going over here. All right. So I got a grand total of 12. My IQ is 12.
All right.
Means what? Mental endurance, right?
That's correct.
Oh, boy. 7. Mental affinity. MA, what is that?
Mental affinity. Mental endurance is like your... mental affinity would be... How does it describe it? It probably has a better description than what I could come up with.
Charisma. Just in case. I just
Yes.
remember the charisma.
Yeah, personal charm and charisma. That's correct.
Exactly. All right, let's go for physical strength. Broken because of this. I gotta fucking get a dice tray. I swear to God. All right, so we got a 16. Hey, that's good. So I had another D6 on a 16.
That's correct. Yep.
Okay.
You're going to roll another D6.
5. So
All
I
right.
got 21. All right, physical prowess, which is essentially your agility, if I remember correctly.
That's correct.
No, I didn't get an extra die on that one. I only got a 15. Boo. Physical endurance. Okay, he's sickly. He got a 9.
That's not horrible.
Physical beauty, the most important one, right? Yeah. 8, 9, 10, 11. And speed, which is the French version of the movie Speed. Speed. Yeah, 10. Nothing to write home about. Okay. So he's really strong. He's decently agile, somewhat charismatic, not stupid, easily dominated, and wins quickly. And he's not very fast, and he's average to okay looking. I just rolled the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much what you just rolled up.
He's not too endurtive of mind, and he's going to blow up fast, but that's okay. All right, so there we are. So that's done now. What do I do next?
Okay, so normally, and what the book would suggest to you to do is come up with your bonuses for your attributes. I suggest not doing that.
Okay.
So right now, we're not going to compute bonuses.
Okay.
We're going to skip ahead to my step 3, which is pick an occupational character class.
Man-at-Arms.
Okay, so you're going to go to, this will be on page 63, is where the character classes start. And the Men-at-Arms classes start on page 78.
78.
Yep.
This is why I don't get along well with PDFs. So we got Mercenary Warrior. We've got Mercenary Fighter. Soldier. Longbowman. That's not a bowman. Nice piece of art, though. Very 80s.
It's a good piece.
80s elf. I kind of like 80s elf, to be honest. The Ignoble Knight. And anything else? The Paladin. I mean, you're going to get slashed. Cover that up. Your guts are going to spill out like an overripe melon. We got the Ranger. And the Thief is not a man-at-arms, obviously, so we went too far. Okay, so we're going to just keep it nice and simple. And we're going to do the Mercenary Fighter. That's what we're going to do.
All right, so Mercenary Fighter. So you picked your class. So now what you want to do is you're going to write down all your skills. Don't total them up yet. The reason for this is my thought process for doing it. So I always just write down all my skills, pick my skills, write them down, add in any of my class bonuses in parentheses.
Apparently I'm wrong, by the way. Thief and Assassin are men-at-arms.
They are. Yeah, Thief and Assassin are, yes.
Okay. Now I know. Thanks. All right. What do I do now?
You're going to write down all your skills for your character class. And make any selections you would like. You get some choices, of course. And I do not total up bonuses right now because you have to go to the skills section to do that. So I just write them down, and then after we'll get to that process of actually calculating up all your skills. When
climb scale walls, athletics. Languages, native tongue +2 of choice. So language, human. And let's say he learned how to swear in dwarf, in dwarven from a dwarven mercenary he knew who liked to swear, so he picked up a bit of that, and picked up some orc because it's always good to be able to shout things at the orcs in their own language and get them all messed up. Okay, let's go back. Wilderness survival.
And also put the bonuses you get for those next to them.
Well, now you're making my life hard. Hang on. 10% on that. So put it here. 10%.
Yeah, you put it there for now. Yeah, you put it there for now.
And 98 and 10. So 98, 10, and 10. And the wilderness survival is 10. All right. I know this is gripping, isn't it? WP shield, WP sword, and WP2 of choice. So WP, I'm assuming that means weapon proficiency.
Right. That's
Sword.
weapon proficiencies.
I don't know why shield's a weapon proficiency, but there you go. Shield. And then 2 of choice, we're going to say WP dagger. And we'll say WP crossbow. All right. Hand-to-hand expert. Don't know what that means, but HTH expert. And hand-to-hand expert can be changed to hand-to-hand martial arts or assassin if evil for the cost of 1 other skill. No. All right. So that's it. So that's done. Now what?
Okay. Now you get your OCC related skills. So you get 10 other skills at level 1. And of course, you get additional ones as you level up. And you can pick from these. Now, the skill lists are on page 49.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to stick to the OCC related skills. Keep it easy for now.
Yeah, right. But you get some choices there, as you can see. Like they break down all the different skill types. So, like domestic, and if you wanted to,
yeah. No, if I was going to take any of those, I would absolutely look at those. But I'm not going to be taking domestic or espionage. I'm sorry. This guy's not a housewife.
Right.
And he's not a spy, but he will take horsemanship general. So horsemanship. Wow. Jen, do I get any bonus on that? Plus 5%. Okay. I gotta pick 10 of these fucking things. Medical first aid, that sounds good. First aid. And physical. So I guess now I got to go look at shit, right? Okay, what page is that I got to go to?
Physical skills are on page 55.
55. All right, let's go take a look. Medical skills. Military. Physical. Hand-to-hand experts, fine. Acrobatics, no. Athletics. I already have athletics, so I get a +1 to. Oh, we're going to do all this later, right? Never mind.
Yeah, we'll calculate that in here in a minute.
Definitely going to take bodybuilding and weightlifting because he's the
Absolutely.
ultimate warrior. Bodybuilding and weight and weightlifting. You know what? Let's just reduce that all down to BB and WL. Okay, so that's 3 pick so far. Boxing gives extra attacks, if I understand correctly, right?
That's correct.
So we'll take boxing. We'll take Foxy boxing. He boxes in a bikini. Forced march, gymnastics, juggling, prowl, running, swimming, and wrestling. Well, we're definitely taking wrestling. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 more to pick, and people are bothering me on my phone. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Take gymnastics, because again, we're making the ultimate warrior.
I think that's one you can't take.
Why not?
Because it might be limited by your character class. Let me check on that.
Okay, so it said physical any, didn't it?
No, there was 2 there you couldn't take.
Which were they?
Can't take acrobatics or gymnastics.
Well, there you go. Be a shitty wrestler. Okay, and what else did I have for my choices? Because these are all now. I've run out of things I want to take. Recognize weapon quality sounds useless.
could be. Yeah, I mean, it's situational for sure.
Yeah, how many times are you going to ask for that skill roll, right? Is there anything that can pump up my my mental endurance? Is there any skill I can take that'll give me a little more mental endurance?
Don't believe so.
Apparently, they added that type of stuff in a Rifter, is what I heard.
Yeah. Most of the stuff that's going to pump up your stats is going to be physical stats, and it's going to be physical skills.
Well, let's go look at the military skills.
Yeah, I was about to say military.
I think I'm going to take falconry.
Hell yeah.
Falconry. Falcon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 more to go. What other choices do I have other than military? Because the military skills are kind of not making me happy.
Let's look. You could take mercenary warrior. Rogue. Some of the rogue skills might be useful.
I'm going to take cook, just so you can cook.
Yeah, cooking's useful.
4, 5, 6, 7, 3 to go. What are the rogue skills? Let's look at the rogue skills. Card shark, concealment, palming, pick locks, pickpockets, prowl, streetwise, use poison, ventriloquism, concealment, no. Prowl. Yeah, I'll take prowl. I'm gonna prowl. Work guards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more to go.
Climb, scale walls might be useful.
Got it already as a class skill.
Okay, here we go.
Take swimming. Definitely gonna take swimming. Don't want to die.
Yeah, and then probably maybe take another weapon proficiency.
Yeah, maybe. Let's go look at the WPs. Archery bonuses. Archery crossbow. See archery above. Grappling hook, knife, modern weapons, blowguns, nets, paired weapons, shields, siege weapons, targeting and missile weapons, thrown weapons, whip. I'll take cool whip. No, I'm going to take thrown. Okay, there we go. That's all my skills picked. Now,
all right. So I think you got more skills.
No!
So you get 4 additional secondary skills from the previous list.
I've already run out of choices, man. Am I allowed to take wilderness skills?
I believe so.
Is it on my class list, my OCC related?
Yeah, you can take any wilderness skills.
I'm going to take land navigation. And I'm going to take dowsing. No. I'm going to take dowsing. Oh, I don't have to pick a wilderness survival. Like just any of them count?
Right.
Oh, nice. I like that. I'm going to take wilderness survival. Two left to pick. What else? What other groups can I pick from? Domestic and espionage, right?
You can pick from any of them. Some of them are pretty limited. The only 2 you're really limited at, or 3, I should say, is communications, science, and medical. You only get 1 choice in those.
I'm going to take detect ambush.
There you go.
And my last one Let's go back up to there to domestic skills. See if there's anything else in domestic I want. Fishing. Nice day for fishing, huh? And fishing. Okay, done. That's all my skills, right?
Yep, that's all your skills. I don't mean to be the glasses pusher, but I am going to do this just for the sake of clarity. You do get some bonuses to these skills. Now we're going to kind of gloss over that just for the sake of time. But if you look in your OCC, when somebody else is actually making their character and following this step along, you do get some bonuses based on the category for OCC related skills. But they're generally smaller than your OCC skills. And for the sake of time, we can just skip over that so we don't have to figure out what each one is. But I did want to state that for anybody that's following along, that you do still get some class bonuses for related skills, but not secondary skills.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there they are. Communication thing. Any espionage is +5. So any espionage is +5. But that was a secondary. It was a secondary skill, so I don't get it for that. Horsemanship, I get a +5. I already put that in. Military, I get +5. So I didn't take anything military. Look at me. All right. And physical skills, nope. Rogue skills, +4 for streetwise only. Scholar, technical, yeah, no, we're good. I don't get any bonuses. We don't have to worry about it.
All right, there we go. The other thing I wanted to clarify is on your weapon proficiencies. Go back to your character sheet real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You got 2 of them listed wrong. Dagger would be knife, and then crossbow would just be archery.
Well, it clearly said crossbow and then said C archery. So there is a crossbow skill, but it's archery.
Yeah. I just don't want people to get mixed up if they're following along and trying to make a character.
Crazy mixed up kids. Okay, now what?
Okay, so we pick skills. Step 4. What we're going to do is compute your physical skills.
You're not allowed to take the same skill twice, Curtis asks?
No, can't take the same skill twice.
Unless it has an expert level like horsemanship, for example.
Right. If it's a second, type of skill in that category, you could definitely take that skill because it counts as a separate skill.
Okay, what do I do now? Physical, right? How do we do this?
Okay, so we're going to go to physical skills on page 55.
Okay. We are there.
All right. And so your hand-to-hand, what was your hand-to-hand you picked? Expert. Okay, so go to hand-to-hand expert. Let's skip past that. Let's just go through all the other physical skills first.
Okay.
So what physical? Yeah. So you're going to get all the bonuses for athletics and note those down.
Okay, hang on. +1 to physical strength, so it's now 22. +1 to roll with punch or fall. Roll with punch or fall. Roll with punch. Where is it on the thing here? Run, melee attack, armor, parry, initiative, pull, punch, roll. I guess that's it there. Roll. We'll add 1 there. And we get to add a d6 to the speed. So let me add a d6 to my speed. Add 5 to my speed. And my speed is now 15. Much faster. I look great when I'm running to the ring. And I get to have 2 die 4 SDC. So where's my SDC on here? There it is. So I'm going to add 2 die 4 to my SDC. 2 plus 3. So I have 5 SDC currently. Stop the madness. All right, that's it for my athletic skill. Next, we have bodybuilding. Well, that's later. We took that. We're doing only the physical skills, right? So next up on the physical skills, bodybuilding and weightlifting. 2 to my physical strength and +10 on my SDC. So that's now 24. And that's now 15. Okay. Boxing. 1 additional attack per melee. +2 to parry and dodge. So we come down to the bottom here. We have +2 to parry, +2 to dodge. See, I think I can figure this out. If we go like this, this is working well. +1 to roll with punch or fall. So that goes here. +2 now. +2 to physical strength again. So my physical strength is now 26. This guy's strong. And plus 3d6 on SDC. So we'll grab the 3 die sixies. Trixie sixes. And we add a total of 11 to my SDC. So my SDC is now 26. Okay. I think we've run out of physical skills. Let me just keep going. Climb scale walls doesn't give me anything. I didn't take gymnastics because I wasn't allowed. I didn't take running. I did take wrestling. So my wrestling bonuses are +1 to roll with fall, punch, roll with punch, fall, or impact. So that's now 3. +1 to my physical strength again. So that's now 27. And I add 4 dice 6 to my SDC. Oh my. That's 4. +2 is 6. +3 is 9. +6 is 15. So that's now 41. Yeah, 41. Yeah, this guy's got a lot of SDC, man.
Yep.
Crazy. All right. And that's it for physical skills. Oh, swimming. Did swimming give me anything? No. Swimming gave me nothing. Okay. Now what?
Okay. So now you can kind of see my method, the method to my madness here. Okay. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to add up your hand-to-hand combat bonuses. And this kind of determines all your combat bonuses for your character in conjunction with your physical skills. So you want to go to page 47.
I took wilderness survival twice. He's right. I have to pick a different skill. Oh no. Hang on. I'm going to take running. But it's a secondary skill, so it doesn't count for anything extra. Or does it? Do I get stuff for the secondary skills or no?
No, you don't get any bonuses for secondary skills.
Okay. So that's not going to worry then. Cool. All right. What's next? Sorry.
Now we're going to total up your hand-to-hand combat bonuses.
Okay. How do we do that?
You're going to go to page 47.
I'm going to go to page 49 because the PDF is different by 2. Yep. I'm going to go to hand-to-hand expert, right?
Right. And so level 1, and you're going to note down how many attacks you start with and all your other bonuses.
Where do I put that?
In your combat stats down there.
At the bottom?
Yeah.
APM, attacks per melee?
Correct.
So I have 3 because I get 2 from that, +1 from the boxing. +2 to roll, blah, 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 blah. So that's now +5. And pull punch now is a +2. Okay, that's it. Done. Next.
All right. Now we're going to go to step number 5, which is total up all your skills. So you have to go through all your skills and total up the percentages.
I remember this from Robotech and how much it sucked. And shouldn't I figure out my stat bonuses first? Because don't some of my
yeah. Sorry. Yeah, we need to do that first. So figure up your stat bonuses. That's actually before we're going to go total up skill totals. That is on page 16.
Oops. There we go. Okay. So let's look what I got here. IQ 12. I don't get shit. Anything 16 or higher is what I'm looking for, right?
Correct.
So only thing I ever was physical strength at 27.
Yep.
I get +12 on hand-to-hand damage, and that's it. So does that count for swords as well?
Yes.
So I had +12. Jesus Christ. All right, that's it.
Yep.
So now we're going to do the skills. All right, so what page does skills start on again?
Skills start on page 49. Yeah, +12 is a lot.
Yeah, this guy hits like a fucking bear. All right. Combat sequence. Why am I fucking... La 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 la. Horror factor. Here we go. Skills. Okay. I have no communication and performing arts skills. Domestic. I have cook. I get 30 plus 5% per level. So that's going to be 35.
It's
Right?
just 30. You don't get the
I don't get level 1?
No.
Well, that's a
some game masters interpret that you do get it at level 1, but in one of the Palladium books, it does state and make it clear that you don't. So if your game master allows that, that's cool. We used to do it like that back in the day because it wasn't very clear in the old Palladium books.
No worries. Espionage. Detect ambush is 30. Detect ambush is 30. Okay. And then what else do I have? Disguise, escape artist. No. Intelligence, no. All right. Horsemanship. I have it at general 30. Okay. Base skill 35% / 20 plus 5% per level. That's confusing. Why is there a slash between 35 and 20?
I'm looking. Hold on. I don't remember.
That's weird. You will get a bonus to speed with running. Do I? Oh, yeah, my speed was high. I keep forgetting that. It's 15. I don't get anything for that other than when I calculate running, I guess.
Okay, so the first number is your ability to ride horses and recognize the quality and breed. And the second number is actually to breed horses.
So we don't care about the second number. Because I'm not going to be doing a lot of breeding. So I get 35 plus the 5 I have gives me 40 with horses. Not bad. Medical, I had first aid, which is 30. 30. Military, I had falconry, which is 30. Falconry, 30. Physical is next. Pretty sure that's the next one. Yep. Athletics doesn't have a base skill. Bodybuilding doesn't have a base skill. Boxing doesn't have a base skill. Climb walls was 40 plus the thing, so I'm at 50% to climb walls. Okay. Horse march, gymnastics, juggling, running. +1 to PE. We didn't look at that. Oh, no, because I got it as a secondary. I don't get shit for it. That's right, because I got it as a secondary skill for running. And there's no... So why do I have this skill if it gives me nothing as a secondary skill, right? I'm getting the benefits. That's silly. Oh, well, I have a running skill. Lucky me. Card sharp concealment. It's card sharp, by the way. Sorry, Kevin. Palming, prowl, 25%. So we're 25. I'm sure this is gripping for all of you, by the way. I'm sure you're all on the edges of your seats right now. Just going, oh my God, it's so exciting watching him fill in numbers. I don't have any scholar skills that I know of.
Long shot is right, though. You don't get any of the bonuses percentile wise, but for physical skills, you still get the bonuses.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, then we need to look at running for sure.
I didn't want to. I know long shot has been chomping at the bit and calling us out in chat, but I didn't want to interrupt you while you were. I was going to tell you this.
We had this conversation earlier, sir. So I'm calling bullshit on that. Bullshit. So he gets a +1 to his PE, which is now 10. He's a little more endurative. 44 added to speed. 2, 5, 9, 11. So the speed is now 26. Fast fucker. And 1d6 more to the SDC, which is 3 more. So the SDC is now 40. This guy's a tough fuck. Okay, and swimming doesn't give me anything other than a percentile chance of 40%. And all those combat skills don't give me any percentile thing either. They're just things that I can do. What other skills have I got that I haven't figured out? Hand-to-hand, we don't worry about. Bodybuilding, boxing, note, wrestling, land navigation, and that's
Your wilderness, survival, and language skills.
I'm going to language skill you here in a second, mister. I think the language skills, I don't see where they would be. You'll have to point me to them. My wilderness, survival, land navigation. There we go. Notes, preserve food. Base skill, 30%. There we go. I'm already seeing ways I would improve the layout.
Yeah, it's not the greatest.
Just saying. Oh no, sorry, that's the wrong one. It was my land navigation. I got 40 in, 30 in. Sorry. And then wilderness survival, 30. So that was the same, regardless. Now, where are languages? How do I find
languages? Are in communications and performing arts. It's the first skill entry, page 50.
Language. Base skill 40%. So I'm assuming I don't add 40% to 98%.
No. That's for your native language, you just start at 98%. And for your secondary languages, you start at 40% plus whatever bonus you get.
All right. So my dwarf and orc are both at 50. Athletics gives me nada. Oops. Neither do my... Oh, it has to be a fucking number, huh? Okay, we'll just leave it blank. Well, a lot of my skills don't do anything other than give me other stuff. Okay, so that's it. My skills are done now. Thank you. All right, Jesus.
Cool. And yes, I'm sure this is not very interesting to a lot of people, but I think it'll be helpful to a lot of people that are trying to make a Palladium Fantasy character and see us actually follow along and do it. Step number 5, which we already did, total up skills. Step number 6, this is where I roll up hit points, SDC, ISP, and PPE.
Okay.
So hit points, you're going to roll a D6, and you're going to add your physical endurance.
Jesus. 15. Okay.
All right. SDC, since you're a man-at-arms class, you get 3d6.
Good God, this man has a lot of SDC. That would be 11 plus 3 is 14, so that's 54, 58. Okay.
Okay. And then that is...
No, James, apparently there was a clarification. You only start getting the level bonuses at level 2 and upwards.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was clarified in one of the newer Rifts books, but I know some people still give you the level bonus at level 1. We used to play that way. If you play that way, cool. But I'm pretty sure it was clarified. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure.
We're calling it clarified for my game. All right, moving on.
All right. ISP and PPE we won't worry about because you don't really have any of that.
Can't PPE be stolen from me by other monsters?
It can be, and we can go ahead and roll that if you want.
Yeah, please. I want to. I like rolling.
So let's see if you even get any. No
TCG. I haven't found any Rahuman yet. Sorry, buddy. But I'd love some ramen. It was in a Rifter, apparently, or something like that. No, you do get the bonus at first level. Some people give the bonus on 1 because they feel the percentages are too low. Those people are wrong. No, you do. So you do not get the bonus at level 1 Legion of Myth. Where's the clarification on that? Is what James wants to know to satisfy his focus.
Yeah. Like I said, it was. I think it's clarified in one of the newer Rifts books, like the Ultimate Rifts book. And again, for forever of me playing Palladium, I had always given out the level 1 bonus.
Okay. Well, how do I do my PPE? Let's get out of this.
That's a good question. Give me just a second. I'm figuring that out.
Okay.
you might not have any.
I thought all living things had PPE. Yeah, it's Rift's Ultimate Edition clarifies it, according to Walter.
Yes. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. PPE.
Max, your Yopnik only has 6 SDC. Mine has, this guy has 58, but look at this, man. His fucking damage bonus is plus 12. This is a slayer. This man is a slayer.
Yeah.
Make the slayer, makes my thirsty work. And if you don't help me, then to hell with you.
Of course, I can't find it, but this is a good thing because I can correct my notes here for the next, when I actually write this up as a document.
Apparently there's a Rifter article Violence was suggesting on a previous stream where they have like bonuses to your IQ, MEMA for certain skills as well, like they do for physical. They updated the mental skills to have that as well, which I think is nice. I think that's a good way to make the game a bit more fucking complete.
Yeah, I agree. And I remember I think we house ruled something like that back in the day. Because
I'll tell you this, brother. Let me tell you something, brother. When you're hanging and banging with the Palladium system, brother, the layout's gonna drive you crazy. You know you want to do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, huh?
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. This Friday night, me and the bear are gonna throw down. Yeah.
When the mega powers unite, brother, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some characters, brother, in the Megaverse. What you gonna do? Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Individual PPE. Finally, this is on page 180, and I'm going to write that down in my notes, so now I know. Adult humans and most mortal beings have comparatively little PPE and start with 2d6.
And that's it.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Ooh, I'm a tasty snack with 9. Oh, yeah, come get me, Warlocks. I've got PPE for you, baby.
Okay. Now, what we are going to do, we've calculated.
I'm not ripping this shirt. Screw you. I'm not ripping this shirt. Not happening.
Now, step 7. Cody's step 7 for creating a Palladium character. Pick spells and psychic powers. So you don't have any base spells or psychic powers because you don't get them from your class.
Cool.
But you might get random psychic powers.
No. Do I have to roll something?
You got to roll something.
What do I got to roll?
Percentile, please. And this is on page 21 for anybody that's following along.
I'm rolling a percentile. 65.
65. You have no psionics.
What a shock.
All right.
Can I decline them if I accidentally get them?
I guess you could, yeah.
And
that's something, I think that's something a lot of, GMs, I would say that's kind of an option. Maybe some GMs don't use psionics or don't want characters having random psionics. But that is a thing that is presented base in the book. So you have no spells or psionics, but if you did, this would be the time I would start picking spells and psionics and all that. And then step 8 is to gain your equipment and total up armor rating and all that jazz. So if you look under your OCC, it has entries for the armor and weapons and starting equipment you start with.
Man at arms. What page was that on again? 70.
This is on page Page 80.
2 sets of clothing, boots, small pairs of gloves, belt, bevel packs, 2 large sets, 2 sets of and a tinderbox. Start with a suit of chainmail, AR-14, SDC-44. Wow, that's a lot of our SDCs. So where do I put that? Armor.
Right there under armor.
I got me some chainmail. A 14 and 44. That works. AR is 14. Current is 44. Okay. And then weapons. Start with a small shield, a dagger, sword of choice, and one other weapon of choice. They're all basic SDC weapons. Any one of the aforementioned weapons can be of exceptional quality, with a bonus of +1 and a parry of +3. Magic weapons and other equipment must be acquired later on. So we're going to go into my weapons, and I'm going to have my knife. So what I get? Hang on, let me go back. I get shield, dagger, sword, and one other. So we're going to say I have my shield. I'm going to have my longsword. I'm going to have my dagger. And I'm going to have my crossbow. All right. Now what? I wrote that down.
All right, sweet. So after you write down all your equipment, and we can skip all that because, typically you would buy some more stuff and write down all that. You're pretty much done. Now I skipped one step, and this is something I would have done earlier on when you were picking your class. If you look under your class there, not all classes, but some classes do give you some small bonuses, and the Mercenary Warrior is no exception to this. So if you look under OCC bonuses, you get those bonuses at level 1.
+2 to pull punch. I already put that in. Oh, no, I got that from a skill. That's right. So I get +4 to pull punch and +1 to save versus horror factor. Save versus horror. Save versus... there it is. I get +1 to that. Yeah, and that's it. We're done.
That's it. You have a Palladium Fantasy character.
Oops. There you are. Well, that was surprisingly easy.
Yeah. Again, this is just my way that I've always made Palladium characters, and I found it a lot easier. And this is really applicable to any kind of Palladium character you're making for the most part.
It's pretty straightforward. It just needs a better layout.
It does. Yeah. Like I've said before, it helps when you have somebody that knows what they're doing to guide you through.
It's like... Oh, sorry. Violence, I wasn't pulling my hair out. I'm bald. There's a difference, sir. I want a copy of your how-to, because I think that's an important gift for everyone, man.
Yeah. I just wrote this up when we were talking about doing this morning, and I'm going to type this up for everybody, and I'll share it in the Discord. And actually, I'll put it up on the Palladium Gilded server too for everybody else.
Absolutely. I'm not making a spellcaster, so that was remarkably easy. I can imagine it gets a lot more tiresome.
Spellcasters aren't much more difficult to do. The only other step you really got to do is pick spells or psychic powers, and that's it.
It's just time consuming. Everyone's saying that. Like, it's just time consuming, and it's right. You know what I mean? It is.
Yeah.
It's time consuming.
It's
Again,
time consuming.
48 minutes to make a character was pretty fast.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not too bad. And, now you know how to do it. And so it'd be even faster, right? So next time you do it, it'd probably take you 30 minutes.
Come on. D&D 5e character takes me longer to make.
Yeah. Yeah. Even a 3rd edition D&D character could take some time, depending on what you were making.
Oh my God. Forget about it. A 3rd edition D&D character can take forever. Okay. Well, that was pretty straightforward, though.
Well, cool.
I didn't get too kinky with it. I just made a basic bloody human fighter,
Yeah.
It'd be really weird if I had to play him, because I'd have to express to people all the time that he'd just keep calling people Hulk Hogan. And they'd be like, my name's Chad. The choice has already been made. Hulk Hogan. So they'd just be like, fuck.
I guess the only other thing of note, and this wasn't really applicable to your character, is some of the character classes get special abilities, and you'd want to note those down and probably the page numbers so you could reference those when you're actually playing your character. But for a mercenary warrior, they don't really have anything special going on in that department.
That's fair.
But hopefully this was helpful to everybody.
Hopefully everybody enjoyed that, because, you know, what else are we going to do, right? You know what, King Eric, brother, you and me, we're going to head down to Florida, brother. We're going to go to the Universal Studios, and what we're going to do is we're going to hang and bang. And it's going to be the mega powers in the Megaverse, brother. What you going to do when the PPE runs wild on you? That's what we're going to do.
Awesome.
See, if we were doing first edition, I would have to do it as, I was a Navy SEAL. That's what I was. I'm a fighter. I got some PPE. I'm good to go. We didn't care about those things in the NOM.
The World War NOM.
WW NOM. Now I'm in the Baja. Splurgoth everywhere. Fuck my life. The destructicity. That fucking mealy mouth, fucking brain damaged. Fuck. Not to speak ill of the dead, but holy shit. Well, that was interesting. Thank you, Cody. That was very
good.
Man.
Yeah, glad to be of service. Maybe we can do another video just about mechanics and stuff like that.
Yes. We'll have to. So sorry, I'm yawning like I need to take a nap. I only got 4 hours sleep last night. I literally finished up, went to bed at 2 a.m. and at 6 this morning, 6:30. So I got 4 hours sleep. The cats were knocking on the door because it's like, motherfucker, where's the food? And it's like, I'm gonna fucking kill some cats. That's what I'm gonna do. So now I'm awake. And so now that I'm awake, I have to go take a nap as soon as we're done this, which I think I will do. As soon as I finish up here in 8 minutes, we'll stop and I'll go crawl in bed for an hour or two and see if it makes my day better. But yeah, that's pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy. I'm going to save this guy as Hellwig. And then his true name is the Ultimate Warrior. And when we get around to doing the mechanics, we can take Hellwig, the Ultimate Warrior. Save as. Save it in Hyasia. Save it as Hellwig. We're going to take him out for a fight and see how he does.
Oh yeah, we'll do that. That'd be a good idea. Do like a combat tutorial. I think skills are easy enough. There's not much explanation there. Combat though.
Roll under on a percentile? Jeez, I don't know. You might have to do a tutorial on that. Explain the dice,
But I think combat's worth doing a tutorial about.
All right, listen, Flady, you can take that fucking world-class championship wrestling fucking Von Erich bullshit dingo warrior stuff, and you can shove that straight up your candy ass. I don't do a Rock impersonation. Because that was the dumbest name possible, the dingo warrior. You want to get picky? It would be Rock. Because he was one half of the Blade Runners with Sting, who was Flash. They were Rock and Flash, the Blade Runners, and that was in the UWF. So if you want to fucking step to me, old school wrestling motherfucker, I'll put you in a figure 4 you'll never get out of. But there we go. Yeah.
Or when he was Rocky Maivia and everybody hated him.
Rocky Maivia? That's the Rock. No.
Yeah, right. That's what
Ultimate Warrior was Rock and Flash. It was Rock and Flash when they were the Blade Runners back in the
Right. I was just talking about the Rock because you were trying to do the Rock.
Rocky Maivia was just, I remember that. Oh my God, that was awful.
Yeah. And everybody hated him.
Just awful. Awful. Yeah, we don't even live close to each other, man. He's in Tennessee. I'm in Montreal. Like, you're in where are you in Tennessee? What city?
I'm in Nashville.
You're in Nashville. I'm in Montreal. I mean, our cities are close in the alphabet, MN, but there's many. I am still trying to figure out how you're in Central Time, but Detroit is in Eastern Time. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Well, I'm only like 45 minutes away from Eastern Time.
Yeah, you're like right over the line or something.
Yeah, I'm like right on the line. So if you drive like 45 minutes east, you're in Eastern Time. Maybe an hour.
But again, man, this doesn't make sense to me because, like, you know, it just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, all right, like it makes your time's crazy. Remember Stampede Wrestling? Are you kidding me? It's a ring-a-ding-dong dandy. That's what I remember about Stampede Wrestling. Gordon Soley here with Stampede Wrestling. It's a ring-a-ding-dong dandy. I miss Atlantic Grand Prix Wrestling, which is what I grew up on down the Maritimes. And we had, it'd be a Donnybrook breaking out. It's a real Donnybrook here tonight. And I was always like, wow. How do you roll percentages? Correctly. All right. Well, thank you, everybody who hung out for this and watched us doing all this crazy stuff we just did. And this is all benefit will pay off on the Hiasia game, which will be once a month. We're going to stream it on a Saturday. If you have any questions, fire them off in the comments below. And I'm sure Cody will keep an eye on that and answer them as best we can, though it seems like there's a lot of people here who already know a lot about Palladium. They can answer the question. So good chat. Good comment to ask questions in for sure. Otherwise, I think we'll say goodbye for now. And I don't know when we'll do the combat example. Maybe next weekend or something like that. We'll figure it. Cody, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
It's actually kind
happy
of
to do
fun.
it.
Yeah,
I'm just happy that that I got to dust off my Palladium books.
Dusted. Exactly. I'm just happy that it was a lot easier than I expected it to be. So thank you so much. Hey, here's something weird. AR is there. Hang on, look at this. This is a stupid character. Oh, there's 2 places for AR. Okay, so we'll put one there and one there. Look at that. Look at that. Hellwig is ready to go, baby. Hellwig is ready to rock your world. Thank you so much for hanging out. We will be back tonight for the multi-creator New Year's Eve stream. Hopefully there's going to be a bunch of us there, and that'll be really fun. Starts at 9:10 p.m. because Max Boivin is a fucking lunatic. And tomorrow night we're going to have some Star Trek Odyssey. Tuesday night we're going to have some Star Trek Sojourner. Wednesday night we're going to have a 4-color cafe. Thursday night I'm going to hang myself because I've streamed too much. And then Friday night, I think I actually have nothing for once. So that'll be nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Peace, love, geek. We will see you guys when we see you guys. Bye now.